Hi everyone, greetings from Sandusky, Ohio, and I am excited. We are here for the opening night of Halloweekends. We're also here all day tomorrow. In this video here, we're going to show you off everything we do, all the roller coasters, all the haunted houses, everything Halloweekends has to offer. I haven't been here since last year, so I've not been on Siren's Curse, I have not been on Top Troll 2. I'm very excited for this.
You are very excited.
All right, gates are about to open.
It's always a fun time coming here at this time.
Oh yeah. Park hours today are on Thursday night. It is 6 p.m. till midnight with an early entry that is starting in 3 minutes. All right, first ride in the books. We went to Top Troll 2. I've been on Top Troll Dragster a lot, but this is my first time experiencing this thing. This ride's awesome.
It is terrifying. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you had a death grip on the handlebars.
Oh, my hands were shaking and red whenever I got off.
It starts really tame though. Like that first launch is tame. This is the craziest part of the ride. This backward launch here, it goes on forever. And then you just go up and you go up and you go up and you have no idea how high up you're gonna go. You're looking down on Power Tower. You are so high up. And then you go up and over. Big thumbs up to this ride. I thought it was awesome. A little bit shaky, like side to side shake on it.
I thought that was me.
I don't know. One of the scariest coasters, I think, on the planet.
Absolutely.
But it's a ton of fun. All right, now Siren's Curse up next. Alrighty, ride number 2 in the books, and it is the all-new for 2025 Siren's Curse. North America's first big-time tilt coaster, and it's going to do this right here, which is a really, really freaky ride experience. There it goes. And yeah, rode in towards the back of the train. I think we were in row 9, and it was pretty wild. You do hang up there for what feels like forever. I'm sure it is just a couple of seconds, but then you drop, and away you go. The tilt is probably the big deal about the ride, but the rest of the ride is surprisingly fantastic. It is butter smooth, it is very whippy, there's lots of great airtime moments. I did like what the park did for like placemaking around it. They built like rivers that bubble and stuff like that. It is very, very smooth. Between this and Top Troll 2, man, 2 excellent additions to Cedar Point.
Both have a very different feel too.
Yeah. Line is starting to get long for this one though. We waited maybe 20 minutes, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
And now it's 6:13, the rest of the park is open. Ride number 3 in the books. It was Millennium Force, as you can see going there. Running really, really well. Now on Thursday nights, the haunted houses and scare zones don't open until 8 p.m. So that's why we're doing all these roller coasters first. Got about an hour and 25 minutes till those open up. So today's the first time I'm using my Six Flags 2026 pass. For the first time ever, I got the dining plan edition for all the different parks. So you can eat 2 meals a day. I think there's got to be 4 hours in between. So we're going to show off some food here on this vlog as well. Got the steak and potatoes at the farmhouse. Oh, we're in Frontier Town. The sun is going down, and we just got off Maverick, a very aggressive roller coaster. I like it quite a bit. Haunted houses are opening in about 35 minutes. Just went for a ride on Steel Vengeance, and that is out of all 903 roller coasters, this one is my favorite. Running really well. But it is about the hour where we could switch from roller coasters to haunted houses.
The lines have not been bad.
No,
20 minutes.
That is great. In the infield of Steel Vengeance, you'll find Club Blood, which is a vampire nightclub.
Yeah.
Kind of like the opening scene of the original Blade. Not one of the stronger houses of the event. We did get some pretty good scares.
Yeah.
It seemed decently staffed.
I definitely think it was better than previous years.
There goes Steel Vengeance again. Now a big change this year. Houses do cost extra at Cedar Point. So they used to be free or included with your ticket in the past. This year, at least on the Thursday night when we're here, it is $10 to go through the haunted houses. That's to go through all of them as many times as you want, except for the Conjuring. The swings look great at night. We just got out of haunted house number 2, the Fearground Freak Show. This is one I really like.
Yeah.
It is part like Evil Circus, part evil like Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. There was no line for this one either. And I really do like this house. There's also like all sorts of references to like other roadside attractions. I saw Wall Drug, I saw Gatorland, Rock City. So yeah.
They have a Laughing Sal.
There's a Laughing Sal, that's right.
Yep.
We are now in line for Cornstalkers, which I think is always one of the scarier houses at the event. They take the Thunder Canyon River Rapids, they drain it, fill it with giant corn stalks. You walk through and pumpkin people and corn people scare the pants off of you.
Yeah, no, it's scary.
So the corn one was pretty scary.
It is. It was a slow line though. They pulsed a lot.
Yeah,
Small groups.
We had to wait about half an hour for it. It just like it moved painfully slow, but it's a very frightening experience. The corn was kind of low hanging, so I had to like duck.
There's a
half
lot
the
of
house.
ducking.
Some good scares in there though, and some animatronics.
Yeah.
The slaughterhouse is up next. Not too bad of a line here.
Yeah, it still works out.
The line was probably about 10 minutes or so for us. I thought the haunted house was pretty good, and I think the slaughterhouse is like the most overdone haunted house. Like, it's easy to do, it's kind of been everywhere. Here comes Millennium Force.
Yeah, not talking over that.
Yeah, good scares in there.
Yeah, I think the scare actors really worked well together in this house.
Yeah, like tag team distraction scares.
Yeah.
At one point you go in a freezer. So yeah, this one does get a thumbs up, even though I hate this. It's a theme park haunted. I'm like, okay, this one could go in the closet for a while because it's been done a lot. There's a bar right at the end of the Frontier Trail before you get over towards Maverick. And they have these really cool fire pit tables. So they're kind of like bar stools with fire in the middle. That is very fun. Doesn't seem like the safest thing in the world, but pretty fun. Something brand new at Halloweekends this year is the Conjuring Behind Fear experience. It's a new haunted house, and it's kind of like, I guess, a smaller scale haunt. It's labeled as a Screamium experience. It's an extra charge, so this is not included with the haunt pass. It's $15 a person. Here's the problem. I bought tickets for this online. I did not know there was going to be a giant line for this Screaming experience. They said the line's around an hour and a half. The haunted house event only runs 4 hours, so I'm probably just gonna eat the $15 versus spending the next hour and a half in line.
Yeah.
I have heard from people I trust that it has been putting through like 60 people an hour, so that is 240 people for the entire event. I'll eat my money on this one. I think I would love to review it for the video here, but
yeah, we can see if we can get a refund or something.
Yeah, like there's a lot more than 60 people in that line.
That's a long time, yeah.
New or old?
We did swing by the guest services in Frontier Town. They were like, yeah, we didn't know the lines were going to be that bad, and they just put in a refund request for my tickets, which is, I think, good guest service. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't know that coming in, want to see the event. Didn't know something was going to be that long of a line. Now we're going to go try and see the other two haunted houses we want to check out in the front of the park. We just went through the Haunting of Eerie Estate. This one we waited pretty much like 2 minutes for. It's in whatever this weird building is by Planet Snoopy. This haunted house I think is really good. It's a haunted house that's themed as a haunted house. Now it is different than in years past. In years past you kind of had a scene one pre-show kind of thing where actors kind of explained what was going on. That is not happening anymore. But this haunted house has really good sets, some interesting effects. This one I definitely give a big thumbs up to. Probably my favorite, I think, so far. Molly, yours is the circus one.
I like the circus one, but this one has been my favorite in years past.
Gonna take a break from the haunted houses to take in the view from the giant wheel. And here's the view from the top of the giant wheel. Cool to see like the fog on the midway. And yeah, it's just an awesome view with all the roller coasters. Right underneath Gatekeeper, you'll find Midnight, which is our final haunted house. We've done them all.
We have.
Honestly, I don't know what this one's about. Mr. Midnight is kind of like their mascot of Halloweekends, and it's just a kind of a wacky haunted house. Parts of it are great, and parts of it is like, oh, they completely ran out of budget, and it's just like bare walls. One last stop on the way out. Gonna get that second meal on my dining plan. Somewhere I don't think I've ever eaten at the park, Hugo's Italian Kitchen. We've got the pepperoni pizza and breadsticks. For theme park pizza, it does not look completely awful. Wonder how it tastes. For a review, it is, it's okay. I will say, it's a very, very heavy pizza. So this thing, if you eat it, will fill you up. And there we go. That'll do it for day one of Halloweekends. Super fun.
Yes.
I got to go on all the rides, see all the haunts. Bummer we didn't get to do the Conjuring. Now tomorrow the park is open much longer.
We would still be in line for the Conjuring.
Yes, and my feet are feeling it.
Yeah.
We've been up since 3 in the morning.
It's 11:35.
Yeah, I think we walked 16 miles today between here and the Detroit Zoo. So we're gonna go catch some sleep. Tomorrow we're gonna do more rides. Gonna do the shows, the scare zones. Look at all the wonderful decorations. I'm excited. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It is 10 a.m. Early entry is getting started. We got 8 hours of sleep. Today the park's open crazy hours. Early entry starts at 10 a.m. They run through midnight. That is really good park hours here at Cedar Point. And today, I guess there's not really much Halloween stuff going on during the day, except for the activities for the kids. So we're gonna go on a whole bunch of rides in a beautiful day, like gonna be mid-70s.
Yeah, it's really pretty out.
Started off once again with Siren's Curse. The line did grow a lot faster than yesterday. That's because Top Thrill 2 is yet to open this morning. I will say one big difference in our ride yesterday, today the onboard audio was working, and that definitely makes the ride considerably better.
It's so much better with audio.
Yeah, it adds to the suspense on the tilt track here. And it is just so cool to watch this thing go. We did not walk by here after dark yesterday, so that's something I want to do today, is to see the really cool lighting package the ride has on it, as these guys get ready to drop down. Yeah, it's a very fun ride. I believe it's kind of just a stock model on these rides. It does not take up a lot of space. This would be a model I'd be very happy to see, you know, cloned and put in a whole bunch of different parks, because it's a very good ride. Just grabbed a ride on the classic Iron Dragon. One of the much more gentler rides here at Cedar Point, but I do like that suspended roller coasters. I think they're a good time.
No, it's fun.
And gonna make our way to Top Thrill 2 while we pass by the fish in the lake. Top Thrill 2 was testing, and then it stopped testing. So
yeah, they sent a rider on it and no longer.
Yeah, so we're gonna go somewhere else. Probably the Magnum XL 200, because that's right here. Grabbed a front row ride on Magnum XL 200. That has some violent airtime on it.
It does. This is painful on the thighs.
Yeah, like I feel like if that had better restraints, I'd like the ride a lot better. I know that's probably heresy to a whole bunch of Cedar Point Magnum fanboys, but that's just my thoughts.
Beautiful view from the front row. It's hard to say.
So if you're coming to Cedar Point and you don't like scares, the scare zones kind of start right here over by the Monster and Gemini, and they'll run all the way through the Frontier Trail. Now they only operate in the evenings, so if you want to go to some parts of the park, it is really hard to avoid them. Like if you want to ride Steel Vengeance or the Frontier Town stuff, you're gonna have to walk through some scare zones to get there, but I really don't think they're super spooky. Looks like Gemini has not opened for the day yet, as there's a guy down there in a vest. Molly's never been on the Monster, so we're definitely gonna go on the Monster.
I've never been on any of these spiders, monsters, no matter what you want to call them in the theme parks.
I do like how it has little faces on it.
Yeah.
One thing I love about coming to Halloweekends is that they do a ton of decorations all over the park. As we make our way around Cedar Point today, I'm going to show you some of them. And some of them are like animatronics, some of them are just set pieces. They put like pumpkins and hay bales everywhere. They do a very nice job decorating a very large park. Do you like that the characters dress up for Halloween? That is adorable.
Outfits.
Thank you.
Not quite sure what this photo is supposed to be. Like a small spider web is like a photo backdrop. There is a band of mummies. Here at the Camp Snoopy Theater, there's no errors and no strikeouts, which means Anthony Volpe has never been here. I do like this clown truck here. I was gonna go ride Gemini, but it is yet to open for the day yet. Definitely, some of these rides having problems waking up this morning. There's a wide range of Misfortune here at the Wheel of Misfortune. Spoiled milk, not bad. Food poisoning, you'll probably get over it. Roadkill skunk, smelly for a bit. Some of these are very bad, like burned at the stake or buried alive. That's Molly's nightmare.
That is. That's like, yeah.
There's a big hearse here in Frontier Town. Not having the best of luck so far this morning, as Mine Ride is also closed. A lot of the rides that have been closed are indeed testing, so that's good.
It is almost afternoon. It's almost closed. It's 11:30?
11:30. This section of Frontier Town is a scare zone later on in the evening. animatronic guy was just going here.
And here goes the animatronic. He raises up and lowers.
Good news, did find a ride that is indeed running. Quick correction, I think I called the vampire house yesterday Club Blood when its name is Bloodbath.
The comments are already there.
I am a big fan of the soda plant at the Six Flags Parks. You can get a soda every 15 minutes with the annual pass if you buy that option, and I've definitely been using it. One thing I have to do on every single visit to Cedar Point is take the train from the back of the park to the front of the park through the wonderful world of Boneville. Here we go. Mine ride did open up, so that's good. Good news, Top Row 2 is back open. Just rated one train to ride Rooter in the front row. I like the decorated barrels.
It's a little bit gory. I told a person like you, get out of here, skidoo. He stood and stared. He must not have cared. So I bit off his head. I think he might be dead. I like that.
I like this photo op quite a bit with the Cedar Point sign up top. Then there's a pumpkin-headed gentleman inspecting a coffin. Shout out to the horticulture team here at Cedar Point. This looks great. And then there's they've got so many decorations. At this point, I don't even know what, like, demon garden creatures.
Well, I think that's supposed to be like Frankenstein as a carrot.
Frankenstein is a carrot, and the mummy is a pear.
Yep.
Do you like the pumpkin band on top of the Red Garter Saloon? Guess I'll use a different one. Really like this tree decoration next to the Trail Tavern. I'm always wowed how many decorations Cedar Point has. All the gravestones and big werewolf dude over there. And then even subtle stuff, just like, oh, on top of the jail, we're gonna throw a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns. In the woodworking shop in the Frontier Trail, they got some roller coaster pictures and frames. Always have to stop by the barnyard to see the animals, like the wonderful camels. The sheep are just so adorable and fluffy. I believe the most famous resident of the barnyard is over here, Churro the alpaca. This giant skull here, there is a actor in there and it interacts with guests. It is pretty fun to watch in the evening time.
It is.
I do like how there's animatronics in the park. Because in most Cedar Point, besides Boneville, you don't really get animatronics during the normal year.
Everybody take the graveyard run.
If you're curious what the old Snake River Falls site looks like, they moved some of the decorations from the Snake River expedition over here, along with the boats. The tower section of the ride is completely removed. The station is still there. You can still see some of the concrete trough in the water. Probably whenever Cedar Point builds their next ride, in quite a few years, their next big ride, this is probably going to be the spot for it, because there is a lot of room. Really like the gargoyles at the old Frontier Lift Skyride station. And then there's, in the gazebo here, a witch casting spells. Just grabbed a ride on Gemini, only the red side is running. But honestly, I thought the ride was running pretty smooth for a ride that's, 50 years old or so. Grabbed lunch at the Backbeat Barbecue. Got brisket and mac and cheese. Pretty
I
hearty
dream
portion.
about this mac and cheese.
It does look pretty good.
I love this mac and cheese.
Gonna check out the Halloweekends merchandise for this year in the Mr. Midnight's Fear Emporium. Also, it's the Top Thrill gift shop. The Halloweekends plushie bat, pretty adorable. The park sells these lanterns that do light up and then interact as you go to different parts of the park. They do have some pretty good t-shirts for Halloweekends, like this one. I definitely see myself wearing that. I do think it's interesting they have a lot of merchandise for Cinema Slasher, which is a haunted house at Not Scary Farm. I think somebody else got it this year. One of the theme parks.
I don't know, but I like that shirt.
I know. I think it might have been like Fiesta Texas now has it. But yeah, interesting that they have merchandise for a haunted house that they don't have. I guess it probably sells. Probably not for opening weekend. It's been pretty warm today, but plenty of hooded sweatshirts you can buy. If you love Mr. Midnight, who's kind of their mascot for the event, you can get a shirt with him on it. I believe this is a Halloweekends Maverick shirt. They do have a whole bunch of different buttons for some of the haunted houses and other things at the event. Right in front of Power Tower, which is indeed open today. Some big pumpkin guys. Has a massive dork. I love that they do this. The Dead Ride Cemetery, filled with all sorts of rides that used to be at Cedar Point. Like the Frontier Lift. And man, I wish that one was still here. That'd be nice to get all the way to the back of the park via Sky Ride. The Swabinchen Lady. The tubs. Some of them get more elaborate than others too. Like for Snake River Falls, they've got an old ride vehicle. Trabant and Whitewater Landing. Wildcat also has an old ride vehicle. There's one for Space Spiral. Paddle Wheel Excursions. I didn't even remember that Shoot the Rabbits made it 5 years. The Turnpike Cars, that one is a cool tombstone. The Mill Race does not. The Funhouse and Wicked Twister. I do like that it has essentially the birth and death date for Wicked Twister. One for the Pirate Ride, which I think right now, one of the biggest things missing in Cedar Point's lineup is a dark ride. Got Mantis with its lead car back there, the Witch's Wheel. The last section over here where Mean Streak does have an old car out front. That was not a great ride. Vengeance, much, much better ride. Well, my feet aren't gonna love this. The Sky Ride is not currently running. I do like looking at the button shop on every trip. Seeing all the different buttons for this year. They've got an entire series for disaster transport. The pumpkin spice gourds. That's fun. Gonna go check out the Pagoda gift shop next. Do like this one here with the seagulls who are enjoying Halloweekends. We have all the merchandise in here for Top Thrill 2. The helmet's kind of cool. That's snazzy. Yeah. I do like that. How much is this? $50. I don't know if I $50 like that. Making Molly take me on a spin here on the antique autos. Last year I was at Cedar Point. Cedar Downs was not running. This year it is running, and I'm happy to hop on. I do like these guys here, like big, I guess they're like utility tanks that are all painted as like happy jack-o'-lanterns. In Kitty Kingdom, they do trick-or-treating for the kiddos. And what I like is that the facades for the trick-or-treating are all like old haunted houses and scare zones from Cedar Point.
Cool.
The time is about 3 o'clock. Had to go find the In the Loop brick here at Cedar Point. There it is. I'll link that video if you're confused about the middle line and the top in the card. Raptor is very loud. And now there's a bar here called, this bar here is called Bar 1870. Unfortunately, that's about what you'll pay for a beer is 1870. So we are going to take a little bit of a break at a brewery I like here in town. Some more fun decorations right on the main midway. I like he's really big, like it's probably 20 feet tall over there. got distracted by a gift shop on the way out. Look at this double snow globe for Top Thrill 2. So you got the top hat on one side, the ride car in the middle, and the spike on the left snow globe. I do like these as well. The beer glass. They're shaped like beer cans. Molly, you like this one?
I do. It's a chalkboard that you can write how many days until you go.
That's a cute idea.
It is.
Here's where I get in trouble, like looking at buying some of these signs. Some of them are pretty cool, like that Iron Dragon one, or Cedar Downs, Gemini, Corkscrew. They got some pretty cool stuff. Whitewater Landing.
I'll take the bag.
And we made it to Clag Brewing, about a 10-minute ride from Cedar Point. They have their own beer, and then they have a lot of like really cool beers. Molly, you're going hard.
Oh yeah.
You got a 17% red velvet cake barrel-aged stout.
And Art.
I am not going nearly that hard. This is like a white chocolate raspberry smoothie sour.
This barely tastes like a 10. Like it could
Yeah,
it's dangerous.
You have a couple of those, you're gonna love the rest of Halloweekends. And we made it back to the park. We actually, this time we parked in the back section of the water park parking lot to go in through the Magnum Gate because we want to go see a show in Frontiertown at 6.
Frontierland, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I think the only show in Frontierland is the Country Jamboree, whatever it is nowadays.
Country Bear Jamboree.
No, it's got a new name, Musical Jamboree. Musical Jamboree.
Yeah, musical.
And you get some cool views, definitely on that perimeter road coming in, and in this parking lot. But unfortunately, Magnum is down. And it's time to get started with the Halloweekends fun today. We are currently in a pretty good sized line to go see the show in the Palace Theater, Wake the Dead Till Death Do Us Part. Seen this one in the past, and I do quite enjoy it. And we made it inside the Palace Theater. It looks like it's a new show this year. In years past, it's been like a funeral home, and now it looks like a wedding, so maybe it's a new show.
Malicious intentions! And her intuition proved correct. So, there is one small matter which we must resolve. One of you, sitting here tonight, murdered her!
It's about 10 minutes till the opening ceremonies, the opening scaremonies, and Mr. Midnight is leading a pack of evil clowns and other things. Leading them all that way. Let's see, evil clowns, there's pirate folk, people with pumpkins for heads, swamp man, pumpkin on stick. Okay, these are, I don't even know, evil townspeople. All right, so all the scare actors are now getting on the Cedar Point Railroad. They used to do a big opening ceremony when they had the stage, but that got removed for Siren's Curse. Now I don't know what this is going to be like. The train with all the scare actors is now leaving the station. I don't really know what's going on here. I haven't really looked around the Siren's Curse shop too much. I do like the Siren's Curse Halloweekends shirt. Got a very similar one with the Millennium Force on it last year. Molly, I was doing so well with not buying stuff at Cedar Point. That's gone. They got a Siren's Curse sign. We got like a wall of theme park signs, and this would fit perfectly. That'll definitely come home.
I do like it better than the license plate.
Yeah. Or the bucket hat. Or this shirt that just says "Answer the Call" on the front. The hoodie's really nice.
The hoodie is nice.
Zippers too. Just grabbed a ride, a walk-on ride to the front row on Boo Streak. Personally, I would love if all the roller coasters get renamed a fun Halloween pun.
No, that's great.
We didn't make it over to this section of the park earlier in the day, but they do have like a kid-friendly walkthrough attraction, the Magic House on Boo Hill, and then some like mazes for the kids. During Halloweekends, the boardwalk section of the park becomes the Bone Walk, and there's skeletons everywhere. Like outside the Grand Pavilion, where we're gonna go grab some dinner. For our final Cedar Point meal of the trip, we got the chimichurri steak, and oh my goodness, they give us so much tropical fried rice.
That is all.
Gonna head into the Jack Aldridge Theater for a show called The Shrieks Contamination. The show's got a fun set, and all the ushers were dressed up as like in Biohazard suits. Really enjoying the crowds today. Waited one train to ride in the front row of Raptor, which is very intense.
It is.
Also, first time I've seen this bar. And what a name, the Bar of Prey. Fantastic. Grabbing a beer at the Pavilion Bar, which I think is the best bar at Cedar Point. And look at this family of skeletons they've got in here.
That's pretty cute.
The skeleton theming continues here at the Wild Mouse, where they updated like the signs for all the mouses to look like little skeletons. Some cool little touches. So I've been to a lot of Halloween events, and I always love seeing new things. In about 5 minutes, there's going to be a band playing above the shipping container bar, the Skeletons, which is a ska band made up of skeletons. Time for another show, not too far away from the last one. In the main arcade at Cedar Point in quite some time, so I had no idea that there was a 9-hole mini golf course in here now.
You asked me when they put it in. I said, I don't know. Maybe the internet can tell you.
They probably can. So I don't have the best low light camera, but I wanted to show off the lighting package on Siren's Curse. You can see it's just went off the lift, and it's going to go onto the tilt track now. And I believe at some point they changed colors. Also, this ride, where they put it, there are so many people just watching it on the midway do its thing. All right, so it's still green. So they're getting close to the edge. All right, I think the tilt is coming. Maybe. Yes, and there it goes. It becomes red. It is really neat. It's very bright. Yeah, so it's a really cool looking ride at night. I love the idea of the color changing train. Some of the scare zones now. There are 5 at the event. 3 of them are just kind of out on the midway in the Frontier Trail, Frontier Town, and on the Gemini midway. And there's 2 that are one-way paths that are kind of like mini haunts, and that's where we're headed next. Do like the tunnel. And there's, so you can see like there's fog and lighting, and there's going to be some scare actors running around. So, you know, not the scariest things, like the haunted house are going to be way scarier than the scare zones, especially the ones that are out on the main midway like this. It's just, I think it's really cool placemaking, like those the big pumpkin guys and the music and whatnot. Just walked through the Blood on the Bayou scare zone, which is on Millennium Force Island, where they used to have the Forbidden Frontier. Pretty fun.
Yeah.
Kind of dumb, but it's an evil summer camp.
It's a lot of fog.
A lot of fog. There's a Bungie scare in there. Some like movie knockoff characters too, like the guy from I Know What You Did Last Summer. There's a giant fish monster.
A bushman.
Pretty fun. And this is not. The scare zones are free with your tickets.
And you can tell with how many people are going through.
On the way in and out of the scare zone, there's a random like party room in what I believe might have been like the old loading station for Shoot the Rapids. Gonna head into our final scare zone, that is Cutthroat Cove. It is by Maverick, and it is all themed to pirates. So I think that was probably the best of the scare zones. Very well done. It was long, very well staffed.
Yes.
It did feel like Pirates of the Caribbean, but they didn't want to pay for the license to Pirates of the Caribbean. So like ghost pirates and fish pirates. Some interactions where the scare actor will talk to you and walk with you to try and set up a scare from somebody else. Yeah, big thumbs up. Don't miss that one. It's and that's just included with your ticket, just like, you know, going to the shows or the roller coasters. If you were wondering, the Conjuring is a very long line here on night 2 as well. Like, that is a ton of people in line for an attraction that is really not putting through that many people. I've heard good things though, so that's a plus. I do want to mention one really fun scare actor interaction I had. I was in Frontier Town trying to take a picture of Steel Vengeance, as of course I'm a huge nerd. Well, the scare actor working that area, he had other ideas, and just as the train was about to drop off the lift well, he just photobombed and kept jumping in front of me. Lots of fun, really cool. I love how much freedom the scare actors have at something like Halloweekends. It makes the event really fun. And we have made it back to the parking lot, which means after 12 miles walking around Cedar Point today, our adventure has come to an end. I had a lot of fun. For me, the highlight was definitely riding the 2 new roller coasters. Man, this park has such an awesome roller coaster lineup now with Siren's Curse, Top Thrill 2. Had a lot of fun at Halloweekends as well. Went through the haunted houses, the scare zones, the shows. Saw a 7-person ska skeleton band.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. All right, if you got any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching this video. You guys didn't watch videos like this. Molly and I couldn't take these random 2-day and walk 27 miles at Cedar Point kind of trips. Hey, if you like this video, maybe you want to watch another one. My personal favorite Halloween event is Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights. Check out that event in this video here.